I feel like I'm losing my mind.
The Otome Isekai genre has a massive problem. We are completely suffocated by endless tea parties, tedious political maneuvering, and villainesses who just want to bake pastries or open a rural cafe. It's exhausting. But what if a rejected noblewoman decided to skip the 50-step revenge plan and just beat the royal family to a bloody pulp with her bare hands? Put down your teacups because the Brawler-Heroine revolution has officially arrived?
From the basement statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to fight.
Welcome to the most satisfying trope breaker of the decade. May I ask for one final thing? Opens with the most cliche scene imaginable. A royal banquet where an arrogant prince publicly breaks off his engagement to our protagonist, Scarlet, accusing her of bullying. Normally, this is where the heroine cries, accepts her exile, and starts a slow burn redemption arc. Instead, Scarlet makes one simple request. She asks for permission to punch them. What follows is a brutal, insanely cathartic beatdown in the middle of a high society ball, instantly earning her the legendary moniker of the Mad Dog Princess.
Like a neighbor, don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues.
The Villainess genre was desperate for an adrenaline shot, and Madome delivered a violent masterpiece. During the wildly overcrowded fall 2025 anime season, this title completely hijacked the conversation. While other shows focused on slow burn romances or building medieval economies, Madome tapped into an uncharted subgenre, the Brawler-Heroine. It proves that modern audiences crave raw, visceral catharsis over passive political maneuvering. The production execution is where this trend truly solidifies its staying power. The action choreography creates a masterful visual dissonance. We are watching a high society noblewoman in a frilly, restrictive ball gown delivering flawless, heavyweight boxing combinations. The animators intentionally contrasted the delicate shoujo style character designs with heavy impact frames usually reserved for hardcore shonen brawlers. Scarlet isn't just a gimmick. She is a beautifully unhinged deconstruction of royal etiquette. Her character completely rejects the passive suffering historically expected of fantasy women. She weaponizes physical violence in a world bound by strict verbal decorum. This specific trend is exploding because it strips away the suffocating bureaucracy of nobility and replaces it with pure, unapologetic, If you browse Reddits or Otome Isekai or check Twitter, the hype is absolutely deafening. Fans are universally praising Scarlet as the patron saint of female rage. The community is exhausted by passive protagonists, and watching Scarlet literally punch her way through aristocratic nonsense is being hailed as the ultimate stress reliever. On the anime list, it easily carved out a massive, highly rated cult following. Of course, a few traditionalists argue that the plot lacks deep political intrigue and relies a bit too heavily on repetitive beats, but the overwhelming fandom consensus, they don't care about politics. They are strictly here for the violence. May I ask for one final thing? Isn't just a seasonal hit, it is a violent wake-up call for the entire fantasy anime industry. It proves that the future of the villainous genre doesn't lie in quiet exile or complex trade negotiations, but in a perfectly executed right hook. As the Brawler-Heroine Trend continues to dominate the charts, it leaves us with one mind-bending final thought. If a society demands that women remain perfectly poised while being publicly humiliated and cast aside, maybe the most elegant thing they can do is burn the entire ballroom to the ground. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next deep dive.
it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's